Good morning and welcome to day 2 of my 2023 fall color photography trip out here north of Steamboat Springs, Colorado once again this morning. I got a beautiful scene here, got some high clouds drifting over, got this nice purple brush leading right up to the mountain and tons of fall color up on the hill. Just waiting until sunrise, got a few more minutes and hopefully those clouds light up and get a nice photo. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but way at the north end of the valley, the clouds are starting to light up now. And then if you're wondering, last night we camped, if you see all the brown scrub along the creek there, and then there's another ridge, and then down in the valley, that's where our cars are right now. That's where we camped last night. So left everything there and then hiked over to the road and then up this way and then hiked down here. So not too far from camp. It made it really nice. It's nice when you can wake up and just kind of gather your things and get moving without having to tear down everything, get in the car and then drive for an hour. And then hikes, just a nice, easy morning hike is a good way to start the day. So, get a little more light up there on those clouds. A little more light on those clouds. So we're getting there. So probably really hard to see on this GoPro camera, but way down at the end of the valley, there's a nice cloud lighting up above the mountain, and then right below it there's some aspens that have a spotlighting. There's a little hole in the clouds letting some light through. It's just really lighting up those aspens, and that's really what I'm hoping happens here. I don't know if you can see it also, but there's Amy on the next hill over, and then way at the top of the far hill is Josh. So we each kind of pick different spots. Turning back to the mountain here, there you can see there's just no direct lighting on it yet. It's just super flat. So I'm hoping it's coming soon. Besides seeing the direct lighting starting to appear on those mountains down there, these aspens up on the top of the hill here are really starting to get windy, and sometimes as the sun's coming out you can just hear wind changes. Same with before rain, you just hear like a wind gust come through. So I'm hoping that clouds or the sun's starting to get through, kind of changing the air a little bit, making some wind, and hopefully it'll start to light up this mountain pretty quick. And almost as soon as I recorded that last one, it started to get a little bit of light on that kind of triangle on the front side of the mountain, and then whatever that shark fin looking thing up on top of it is, get a little bit of light just on the side of that. So hopefully that just starts to intensify and then work its way down and hit the aspens on below that triangle, and we'll be in business. So long after sunrise now, but we're starting to finally get some nice waves of light kind of come across and paint those mountains with light. So, or paint the aspens with light. The mountain's still, it's kind of weird. The mountain's staying in the shade for the most part, but the aspens are really getting lit. So really cool scene. I'm going to keep shooting here, try to do some different compositions. Now that it's light enough, I can run across this whole ridge without a tripod. So I'll keep playing with the nice light here. All right, as you can see, it went from no sun to all sun pretty darn quick. So got a few photos, play with them. I don't know, I'm not very good at judging pictures on the back of the camera a lot of times. And I'll get home on the computer and I'll see them and I'll know right away if I like them or not. So I'm gonna shoot a few more as the light gets down here in the bottom, but other than that, probably gonna head back to camp pretty soon and get on with the day. I think we have a pretty long drive today into Wyoming and then start making our way west to Wyoming. Today's photo target out in Western Wyoming is very weather dependent, so if it's raining we can't go there, but if it's nice and sunny we'll be where we're at for sunset. So like I said, I'll take a few more here, and then if anything pops up I'll make a little video, but otherwise I'll probably just have a little driving montage between here and Western Wyoming. Okay, we're down here at the headwaters of the Green River. Pretty cool to see the headwaters of the Green River because I've also been down to Canyonlands to where the Green River ends, so kind of seen both ends of it now. Super cool scene here. That flat top mountain over there is really awesome. Just a few minutes ago when we were pulling up, it had some really nice side light on it, and then just kind of clouds moving in. Not sure what we're going to get tonight. There's storms moving in this evening. We were going to camp here, but with the storms coming, we end up we're going to stay in town. We're pretty far back here. I think we were 16 miles down a pretty rough gravel road, and plus all the time we're about an hour and a half from town, I think, here. So we're gonna kind of work this beach, maybe go up a little bit higher. Way back in there in the canyon, there's another peak. A lot of snow back in that canyon too. So gonna work around here, see what I can find, and hopefully find a good scene, and hopefully get a little bit more good light before these clouds kind of snuff everything out for the evening. So definitely on the list of places to come back to here in Wyoming. So you probably can't hear this because the wind's been pretty bad today down here at the lake, but it's a beautiful scene. Had just a few seconds of light here and there, but overall it's just been pretty much gray the whole time. And I actually seen a few different snow squalls kind of move across the mountain there. So cool scene. It's definitely on the list for next time, but unless something changes pretty rapidly here, it's not going to be a shot for this evening. You know, a couple of the snow squall ones might be cool, and I had a thought about there's a really cool cloud up there, maybe processing one of those in black and white, but have to get back on the computer and see how that goes. So for now, just gonna wait a little bit longer, kind of see what these clouds do. They're actually getting thicker to the west where the sun is setting, so it might not be much more time this evening, but it's definitely a cool place. After recording that last video clip, we got one more shot of pink sunset light right before everything turned dark gray and the rain began to fall. As always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.